Hi everyone. Today we're here to talk about the things that have been happening for the last couple of years, and in particular the last 14 years. As you know, SMA Australia was founded way back in the 4th of August 2005, and we had a vision back then that we wanted to support families here in Australia to make sure that they got what they required so they could live a happy and wonderful life on their SMA journey. Back in 2009, when we had a couple of families that wanted to see change here in Australia at a government level. We went to Parliament, we had a petition about genetic screening. Our paper petition at that stage collected about 2,500 signatures, and we thought we did an absolute phenomenal job, which we did 9 years ago. And we got to Parliament, we got to the Social Policy Caucus Committee, and that's where we stagnated. It got there, it didn't get any further. So we then had a change of government, and all our fantastic and hard work, those couple of months with our 3 families that went, was basically out the door. How fickle an environment in politics can be. 1 minute we think we're getting somewhere, the next minute we're out the door like someone is when they lose their seat in Parliament. And Rob Oakeshott, who was supporting us back then, was actually voted out of his electorate. So we had a fantastic time with him supporting us, and then he got elected out and no one was there to support us anymore. So we basically needed to come back and start from scratch. But when we did it this time around, we not only had the support of our 3 families, we had the support of all of our families. And I can guarantee you that this exercise needed an army of people, and that army was you. That army needed to go and see their local federal member, go and see those community members around them, and talk about and put SMA in the spotlight. So in doing that has ensured that our decision makers of this country definitely know what SMA is and what changes and key messages we need their support with. So thank you for your support in that. It's been fantastic. As you all know, we've been campaigning very heavily in the past couple of years so that we're able to have access to better treatments for SMA. And one of those treatments is a drug called Spinraza. And if you would be following us over the last couple of years, you know that we would have been in Parliament last year in August, on the 16th of August, to place the spotlight about SMA to the Australian federal government.
I think the key message is that one person can make a difference. You all can make a difference. The fact that you are here today bringing your beautiful children, we can see it as legislators. Again, you're making a difference. Just being here, ladies and gentlemen, mums and dads in particular, and carers, is making a difference.
You guys spoke loud and clear, and you guys needed your voice to be heard. And I can guarantee you that those people in Parliament that day definitely heard you loud and clear. We were very unfortunate in December of 2017 to have Spinraza not recommended on the PBS. This was devastating for our whole community. But you all came back with a vengeance, and in February of this year, we put out a petition. And that petition asked the Australian government to make sure they made access for Spinraza now.
A petition from the Spinal Muscular Atrophy Australia group, signed by 11,201 signatories. It's been considered and approved by the Standing Committee on Petitions. Deputy Speaker, SMA is the #1 genetic killer of infants under the age of 3. It's the childhood version of motor neurone disease. I'm pleased to be able to table this petition, and I wish to congratulate Julie Sini on all of her hard work and persistence on campaigning on behalf of the SMA community. Thank you, and thank you to the families that are here supporting her today.
I can report to you that 11,201 signatures were collected over a month. That is a phenomenal effort, and I would just like to take this opportunity to thank every one of you 11,201 people for signing that petition. You have definitely made a difference. And I can tell you now that when we go and do things like this, we need to make sure we have the whole community behind us. And I definitely can say that we had the majority of the SMA community behind us that month. And I can also tell you that we had a phenomenal meeting with the Minister on the 28th of March. He is listening to you and to our community loud and clear. So as you know, when we went to Parliament last year, we took our 3 key messages. Key message number 1 is access to treatment. Key message number 2 was newborn screening, to add SMA to the newborn screening test. And our 3rd key message was to have preconception screening for those who are ready to have children. I can also announce to you today that back in February, on the 28th of February, the Minister announced a $50 million access program for those who want to have pre-genetic screening. What does this mean for you? It means that from moving forward, the whole SMA community will eventually have access to pre-genetic screening in the future. This is a phenomenal result for our community, and it will start with a pilot program over the next couple of years, and then we'll roll out so that eventually you, the Australian public, are able to have this test if and when you choose to become pregnant. So congratulations to everyone who went and spoke to their local federal member last year about our 3 key messages. We really appreciate your support. So if you need any more information, don't forget to check out our website at www.smaaustralia.org.au or our Facebook at Spinal Muscular Atrophy Australia for more information. Drop us a message. We'd love to hear from you.